Loretta Ross says a call in is just a call out done with love. You invite people in instead of pushing them out. It's a way to interact with someone in a caring way rather than opening with something that will put them on the defensive. It's acknowledging a difference in opinion, reacting with grace, understanding people make mistakes, and putting out good to get good back. She believes calling people in is more effective than calling people out because you're leading with love and allowing someone to grow. Embrace and invite people in rather than blame or shame. Potential consequences of call out culture are that it breeds hate and fear. People become afraid they'll be the next target. They become less effective and less productive. Someone makes a mistake or says something offensive, Ross suggests we invite that person into a conversation rather than react with anger or hate. She believes you don't have to agree with someone to offer them loving attention. You're just admitting there's a possibility they're as complicated as you are and everyone deserves to be heard and respected. While calling people in will be the best approach in most situations, there are exceptions to every rule. Everyone deserves a chance, but how many do you get before you try something else? Of course, I prefer to be gracious, forgiving, and patient with everyone, but in situations where someone is repeatedly and intentionally causing harm, they're aware of the effect it's having on others, and they refuse to adjust their behavior, then a call out is appropriate. Um, when I called someone out, I was a part time manager at UPS, part time night manager. I was supposed to have another part time night manager and a full time manager for part of the shift and on call when needed. The other part time manager quit, and the center manager moved the full time manager to the day shift and the morning shift. So I ended up doing that job for about 2 years by myself, and it was a nightmare. About little over a year into me doing it by myself, my center manager started messaging me every week asking why I wasn't exceeding expectations or exceeding the numbers from the previous year. And I explained professionally and nicely every single time because this is not a one person job. We've had two people do this job forever. Of course, there's vacations and whatnot, so occasionally you do it by yourself, but for the most part, and the busy parts especially, you have two people. Now, most of the time, this is not a one person job. There are times where you have to be in multiple places at once. There are times when there's an issue on one end of the building and on the other end of the building at the exact same time. It is not a one person job. So I tried to explain this to her over and over. I asked other full time managers for advice, anything I could do. Nobody had anything. Everybody just kind of agreed I just needed help. About 8 months into this process, the center manager decided to call a meeting with other managers, full time managers, to basically call me out. She started the meeting with blaming and shaming, and just really wanted to blame it on me and be done with it. So I decided to call her out right back. Now, instead of calling her out, I probably could have remained polite and professional, but I had been doing that for a very long time, and I felt very offended and very angry about the whole situation. So I just decided to call her out right back. It may not have been the right answer, but it's what happened. We can all learn from that and grow from it.